So hi YouTube fans, Bags of Adventure here again for another afternoon. You find me heading up the Southdowns, a little out of breath. I've just come up this path here, it's not very far, but I'm a little bit out of shape. Trying to get back into shape with regards to obviously carrying a bit of poundage that I shouldn't, trying to ride my non-e-bike, so I'm going to ride it up to the top of the downs where I did my review the other day, and then I will speak again about what's going on. So yeah, Bags of Adventure signing off for now. I will catch you in a minute, in about 5 minutes when I get to the top. Bags of Adventure signing off. So hi YouTube fans, you find me at the top of the hill now, tad out of breath because I've just come from down there. Doesn't look very steep, but it's a couple of 100 yards of like a steady climb. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to get my fitness up so I can ride the non-e-bike a bit more. I don't know why my helmet's crooked, but yeah, trying to get my fitness up to ride a bit more. I've come out on the Merida. I'll show you some pictures in a minute when we get further down the trail. Another reason I've come out is about a week or so ago I sent an email to West Sussex County Council sort of complaining about a part of a bridle path that me and my sister ride quite regular, and I just want to go and see if they've done anything about it. So I'm going to cycle down here in a minute. I'm going to attempt to hold the phone, it might be a bit jiggly, and then we'll go on to the path and we'll see whether it's been cut back. So yeah, Bags of Adventure signing off for another little while. See you in a bit. Bye. So hi YouTube fans, Bags of Adventure here again. I'm just going to ride down this path here. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute and attempt to hold it one-handed and ride down the path, not at speed. I'll show you just how bad it is on the way down. Yeah, I'll hopefully see you at the bottom in one piece. See you in a bit. So hi YouTube fans, going to cycle down this path here. I'm going to attempt to hold the camera as still as I can whilst riding at relatively slow speed. When you come across these bridleways and stuff like that, you find stuff like this that really the landowner or the council should attempt to cut back, but don't. I am going to have to take it very steady down here because there's a few nasty bits and I'm clipped in, so I'm going to take the slightly less aggressive route to the side here and try not to brake too much. But yeah, I mean this path is this path's pretty good. It's like an old made up path. Yeah, it's relatively smooth until you get down here a bit further, and then it's a bit rutty. If you're coming down here at speed, you'd have to be confident that you could ride it no problems. And I won't record all the way to the bottom, I'll just record a little way. It's quite difficult one-handed, but unfortunately this is the only way I'm going to be able to ride and show you sort of a bit of where I ride. So yeah, before I get to this gnarly bit here, well, that bit there is not too bad, but it's this bit here. Yeah, I can take a slightly less aggressive route round. There we go. Yeah, using all my power not to come off. I'm going to stop here and put my foot down because that's a little bit above me, that bit there in front of me, one-handed. So yeah, I'll catch you at the bottom where we'll do a bit more videoing of this overgrown path. Bags of Adventure signing off for a little bit. So YouTube fans, I've come to the bottom of the path, or one of the paths where I ride on a regular basis. The first part of it is not too bad. I'm actually going to push my bike along the first part of it till I get to the second part of it and show you what it's like. Then I'm going to cross the road and see if they've cut back on the other side of the road. So I'll see you at the other end of the path. Cheers. So YouTube fans, here we go. I've actually started it sort of like halfway down the path. It's not too bad here. It's passable in places, but then the vegetation starts to come in to the point where it gets down here, and I think I'm going to have to get on my bike and scoot down. Like I say, this is actually, I believe, a bridle path. I met a guy coming the other way, so yeah, just gonna. Hello mate, you alright? Thanks mate. Cheers. Yeah, so I've come down this path, just obviously met a guy there. He's had to give way to me, or I've had to give way to him. Again, this is not as bad as the one I'm going to show you in a minute, but it is still quite bad. Again, it opens up to a nice bit again for a few yards, and then all of a sudden it gets closed in again. I don't know what the council's regime is for cutting back stuff. I suppose it's they just wait until somebody complains and then they cut it back. There's a lot of stinging nettles down here. There's this little drop off here with a alternative bit to the left, another little step just in front of me there, another little step. I'm going to stop it before I get to the bottom because the road noise is quite noisy, and then it's all obviously all engulfed here. Again, not too bad, but yeah, let's stop it there, and I'll show you what it's like on the other side of the path. Hopefully they've cut it back. So we're on the other side of the road. I'll just show you this little patch here. You probably can't see it, there's a flat bit of grass there where I just fell off, couldn't get my feet out the clip-ons. Yeah, I'll scoot along here and just show you how bad it is. Again, this is, like I say, this is a bridle path, loads of stinging nettles, loads of brambles. It's diabolical really. Doesn't make it very excitable to ride, and like I say, the council have not cut it back under any shape or form. I complained or wrote an email about a week ago. As you can see, branches and that coming in. I say I'm not going to make this whole video about the footpath. I'll do a bit of climbing again in a minute when I get out onto the road, but yeah, again, it closes up here a little bit. It's quite difficult to ride one-handed. I am coping. Hear a big crashing in it, you know, falling in the bushes. Again, like I say, it just needs, I think it needs either clearing back with a clearing saw or some sort of flail. It needs cutting back. I understand about bird nesting and stuff like that, but bird nesting season's over now. So you can see how overgrown, and I mean, I came down here the other day when it was wet, and I got more wet coming up here than I did the whole ride when it was raining. But yeah, a bit of, like I say, and I've said it a couple of times, it's a bit of a whinge. Again, it's going to open up in a minute. Like I say, this stuff's not just going on, just hitting my head. I'll just turn it off in a minute because it's endless. It's about half a mile long, this path, and it's endless. It just goes on like this, on and on like this till it opens up. But yeah, I'll do another one when I'm in the tunnel in a minute. Bags of Adventure signing off for 5 minutes. So YouTube fans, we got to the underpass that runs under what used to be the old A27. I'm coming out a little bit because it's a bit echoey. I don't really want that on the video. As you can see, that path was pretty bad. I will just walk you back up to where I was to show you the sort of first part of it from what I call the good end. But yeah, this is what mountain bikers have to put up with on a reg. You know, paths that have not just been cut back. It's not just this one, it's hundreds all over the gaff. Look, there's the path. I mean, it's quite open there for, you know, first 50 yards, but after that it just closes in. I've got a bit of vegetation around the back wheel of my bike which I'm gonna have to clear out. I'll turn the camera around in just a second and get that out before I go back in the tunnel. I'm gonna stop for a slurp of drink and then push on up towards patching. So yeah, see you in a bit. So hi everyone, as you can see, I'm going to pick this bit of vegetation out here. There, quite a hefty bit. Not really what I want on my bike. I won't be coming back this way. I'll find an alternative route. But yeah, not very good. I'm going to push on now up past the pub and then up the road. Catch you in a bit. So once you've cycled up the path, you eventually come out under this tunnel, which brings you out on the what used to be the old A27. I've actually got it in the wrong gear, so I've got the saddle down, so I have to cycle up here. This is just like a little underpath, bridle way through to the excuse me, the gate at the end. And yeah, like I say, I might not doing a big ride today. I just want to incorporate a couple of hills, get out of breath a bit. Like, obviously you can hear me. Gonna change gear, get in a lower gear and climb up this hill from the World's End pub up to the Fox. Catch you in a bit. So, hi YouTube fans, Bags of Adventure here again. You find me going uphill, hence why I'm out of breath. The road I'm actually on is the old A27, so believe it or not, cars and lorries used to thunder up and down here on a regular basis up until probably 15-20 years ago. This was the main A27 across the south coast. I'll turn it round in a minute and give you a perspective going forward. Until then, I'll see you in a bit. So, hi everyone. Like I said, used to be the old A27, so cars used to use this on a regular basis. I should imagine the people that live in these houses on the right are very grateful of that now. I mean, you can still hear the road probably in the background, but it's not as bad as it was when it was here. I mean, it doesn't look like much going uphill either, but I can assure you it is. I don't think it's used that often, although there is a car coming up behind me now. A man even, always away. But yeah, I'll do a bit more videoing in a little bit. Many thanks. So hi YouTube fans. Apologies for the noise. The A27 is just behind me. I'm going to keep this brief. I'm at the top of what would be the old A27. I'm just about to dink down into the woods, Angmering Park way. Probably go around there for a bit. Come out of Angmering Park, head up Arundel Road into Angmering. Probably go down the 259 towards home. Not much of a ride, but I just needed to get out tonight. I have got one question, which I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute and see if anybody can answer. But until then, I'll see you a little bit later. Many thanks. So YouTube fans, I've turned the camera around to show you my Garmin 830. I like it, but I don't know whether anybody can tell me how to stop it going into sleep mode. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but yeah, every time I turn it on and have a look at it, it's got a dark screen. If I touch it now, it'll come alive. There you go, it's come alive. But I want it to be like that all the time and show me a route. I don't know whether it would show me a route, and you'll probably see it in a minute. It'll go into sleep mode again. There you go, look, it says it's going into sleep mode. I don't want to keep touching it because yeah, it's not the idea of the game. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit more video in the woods in a minute, and yeah, catch you a little bit later. Many thanks. So hi YouTube fans, you find me in Angmering Park again. I come up here quite often. It's pretty easy going, nothing too taxing. There's a couple of sort of not uphills, but enough to make you out of breath to get up here. It's got a pretty little woodland. Yeah, like I say, not a massive one today. I'm gonna knock the video on the head in a minute, and because nobody wants to see me riding sort of main road back to home. It's good to hydrate while you're out. Yeah, just drink plenty of water. I think it's 500 millilitres per hour, which is quite a lot. But yeah, you must keep hydrated. But like I say, yeah, I'm gonna I might head into Angmering Park. I don't know I might just get to the bottom here and then turn left towards sort of heading back home. Like I said at the start of the video, I want to do a couple of sort of 5 and 10 milers, nothing too hectic. So yeah, another person out on a bike. Yeah, I want to do a couple of 5 or 10 milers and get my fitness back up, try and lose a few pounds so I can ride the bike a little bit more easier. So yeah, I'll probably do one more where I will sign off when I get home, but I will culminate all these videos into one when I get home and post it on YouTube today or tomorrow. So back to the adventure, signing off for another evening. Many thanks. So, hi YouTube fans, I've come to the end of my ride, more or less, give or take a couple of 100 yards up the way there, which is where I did the second part of this compilation video. I've incorporated a few hills on the way, just enough to get my heart rate up. I don't want to bust a ball in the early stages. I'm trying to obviously get my fitness up, not kill myself. So yeah, signing off. I'm gonna do a giveaway on Tuesday on a ride. I've got like I said, I think I might have said in a couple of other videos, I've got some freebies to give away for people who subscribe or who comment sensible comments on my videos. Like I say, I will culminate this into one video when I get home in a minute. Probably be, I don't know, 7-10 minutes long. Hopefully you're still enjoying it. I'm really enjoying making them. Yeah, Bags of Adventure signing off for another evening. Catch you on the flip flop.